Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and we are here with my 2017 recap / 2018 goals for art and the channel. So I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for all of the support you've given me this year or last year. Sorry, I need to say last year for 2017. This is confusing because it's not next year when I'm recording this yet. But yeah, all the support that you've been giving me last year was amazing and I just wanted to thank you right off the bat. So let's get into the video. We started off with less than 360 subscribers last year and it was quite amazing because we got way past that and I didn't expect to even get near 500 last year. So that was really exciting. I started a lot of series last year as well. The first one was the Colour Book Tuesday series and I really loved doing that because I met quite a lot of new people and awesome illustrators and awesome like colouring artists in that community, and that was really fun and I learned a lot from that as well. Like I learned a lot about colour and composition, and I also learned a lot about my art supplies and how to use them, especially my Inktense pencils. I hated my Inktense pencils before I started colouring in and I now love them to bits. They're one of my favourite mediums, so I really am thankful for doing that. In this series you will find some speed colourings, real-time colourings, what I use in my colour books, where I get them from. All of that stuff will be in this video. Reviews and flip floos as well. There'll be loads of flip floos going on. If you want to learn how to do it like this, then keep on watching. For example, the illustration on page 29 features the proverb "C'est le ton que fait la..." I didn't take French, I'm gonna skip that. Like I said, just pick and choose some scaly parts.
Basically it's just practice for colour combinations for me and just to have a relaxing time. That's why I use colour books.
I didn't do as much coloured pencil portraits as I wanted to do this year, but I did a lot and I'm quite happy with the progress that I made on those, and I do want to finish one portrait book, my Strathmore book. I want to finish that this year, so I'm just happy that I'm still doing traditional portraits as well as digital, and it makes me happy to be able to still use my pencils for that as well.
A lot of oranges and reds and browns and stuff. I also used the new Derwent electric eraser that I got. That thing is like genius. I don't know if I need a stronger battery for it or not, but I do really need to sketch because that's where I'm lacking in, is the basis, like the base and the construction of the pieces, and then I kind of know how to render, but I can obviously improve that as well. You can always improve as an artist. You're always striving to be better, which I think is the great thing about art, is that you will never be the best that you can be, but you can always get better, and it's really rewarding. So I'm just adding the makeup in just now and little bits and pieces, and then I go around the full thing in white, and I do her necklace in white as well.
Talking about digital, I did digital a lot more this year. I started doing digital portraits when I first started the channel and I stopped in 2016 quite a lot, but I'm getting back into it now and I'm really excited to start more, and I'm also really excited to get a digital tablet with a screen. I can't wait to get one of those, and I think it'll just make it so much more fun as well.
So I am going to say goodbye on this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any tips or tricks or things that you want to tell me, make sure to comment below, share the video, and turn the notification bell on as well so you get notified of when my videos go live. But all of them are at 6 PM on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I drew a guy. Woohoo! Well, I painted a guy in Critter, and I'm super happy with this because I have been struggling to paint a guy for months now. So I'm really excited to be doing all these art videos, and I hope that you guys are excited to watch them. Sorry about my creaky chair, like it's just creaky and that's how it is. So sorry. if you haven't seen it and don't plan to see it, I think you should. I didn't want to watch it before because every time I walked in on Matt watching it, it was all adult scenes and vulgarness, and I was like, I don't know if I like that kind of thing. But then I started watching it when Matt's mum was up and I was really interested in it, so I've basically been watching it every single day for a month.
Another series that I started was 600 plus things, and that was awesome. I loved to find out what I was going to draw from the list and do all of the little drawings that I have never done before. It was really fun to do, and I think a lot of my growth came from that because a lot of people type in YouTube things to draw and that comes up, so that was really fun to do, and I might continue it again, but I want to do it more like a Casey Golden kind of style, the way that she does hers. My son's coughing. She takes the prompts and then she draws an illustration rather than just drawing the thing, and I think I want to do that if I can get more creative with it.
I want to excel in my art. This piece I really want to do as an actual like proper art piece with lots of thought and detail and lots of better paper and quality paints and stuff like that, because it was really fun to do, and there's a lot of sweets out there that you could just pile on a page and just draw, and it's really fun to try and fit them all together. But the thing that sticks in my memory the most about that day was that I was wearing pigtails in my hair. Like, I had these red bows and I had the pigtails of the red bows in my hair, and I remember that. I think I was only 10 or 11, maybe 9. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this, and I was on the phone to Leanne, who's my friend, and we were just having a good time while I was painting, talking and stuff, so it was really good and I really liked it. This one was one of the ones that I did a big, not like detailed sketch on, but I do prefer to do little smaller portraits and stuff in my sketchbook, and it's weird because I tend to draw my portraits bigger, obviously, when I'm doing bigger pieces of artwork. And if you are participating in this, please tell me what you get in the description. It's fun to know. The list could be added onto if you have any suggestions for things that I could add onto the list. It's annoying that it's at 684 things at the moment, and I would prefer it to have a little bit more things to draw and more exciting things. Sorry, my voice went weird then.
Something else I started last year was Sketchbook Chat, where I would draw in my sketchbook anything that I was just feeling like drawing that day, and then I would talk about art topics over the top of the video, like voiceover, and that was fun because I got to talk about a lot of topics that I really cared about, or that was in the art community and that was kind of bothering a lot of folks, so that was really fun, and I did a lot of those. Brand new series that's going to happen every Thursday. This is just called Sketchbook and Chat, I guess, where I sketch and chat. Do art supplies make you a better artist? Graph Gear edition, I guess. So I recently got this mechanical pencil. It's a Graph Gear 1000 by Pentel, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers use it and they all seem to really like it, so naturally I wanted it. So today's topic is, should you be using expensive pro art supplies? That's a big title, I'm going to have to figure that one out. Talk about references and your visual library. I'm going to be drawing these faces on my sketchbook while I talk to you about my art journey. I got requested to talk about myself, so I suppose I will tell you a little bit about my art journey. I will talk about what I am doing, but first I want to talk about setting art goals. So while I'm drawing that, I want to talk a little bit about what's helped me as a YouTuber finding motivation to draw. Now, first of all, motivation and inspiration are separate things. Finding your own art style. Art block. If you want to hear more about the drawings that I'm actually drawing, then you can watch yesterday's video, which is Sketchbook Summer, and I talk a bit more about the actual drawings themselves in that video. Should you share your art on social media? Another thing that I started last year was 365 animals, and that kind of went on the same lines as 600 plus things, but it was just solely animals. I created a list of all the animals that I wanted to draw, and then I would randomly pick an animal to draw and then find out facts about them, and then from those facts I would do illustrations.
So this is 365 animals, and I got number 61, which is falcon. So I decided that I wanted to do a bunch of animal drawings because I really want to learn how to draw animals. Rattlesnake, can't remember what number I got, I'm not looking at the video, but I got a rattlesnake. Okapi, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a really interesting animal. I was quite surprised because I've never actually heard of them before. And you'll notice that this is digital. I decided to not do it traditionally just because I tend to just sketch it and that's it, whereas with the digital one I can have them all in a folder and I can add colour and I can reference them quite easily.
One thing that I participated in this year that I have never heard of before was Sketchbook Summer. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and we are here with a brand new series that I'm going to be starting, and I'm going to be posting it every single Wednesday. This is called Sketchbook Summer, and it's where I am going to finish a sketchbook in July. And since we're talking about summer, in June I hit 1,000, or we hit 1,000 subscribers, and that was so fun, and I was so excited when I hit that. I will insert a video of me finding out in a car park where I hit 1,000 subscribers, and that was awesome.
Did it, guys? We did it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Okay. 9, 9, 9. It's 1,000! Woo! I'm in the middle of the car park, like celebrating the fact that I've got 1,000 subscribers. Look! Yay! Oh my god, that's cool. Okay, there's two little kids looking at me, but anyway. Oh my god, thank you very much, guys. Everybody that has subscribed to my art channel, I love you so much, and I'm so excited. 1,000! Yay! Yay!
Last year I started live streaming again. If you've followed me for a while, you'll know in 2015 I live streamed a lot, but this year I live streamed again, and I really enjoyed doing that. It was mainly, well, it was all colour book videos, but I met a lot of people through live streaming, and I really want to dive into it a little bit more and do a little bit more variety on my live streams as well. I did a bunch of reviews, and I love doing reviews, but it is kind of hard for me to do reviews because that money that I pay for the items do come out of my own pocket, so it's kind of hard for me to do that. So hopefully if I get a job or this channel grows a little bit bigger, I'll do a lot more reviews.
These are the colours that come with the set, and I am going to do an illustration to show all them off.
I was really sad that I had to finish the Scroller Box videos this year, but I did make a "Is Scroller Box Worth It for a Year" video, and that one blew up. I got 21k videos on that, and that is views, sorry, not videos, and that is like the most I've ever gotten on a video in my entire life, and it's awesome. I really appreciate people sharing that video and commenting on it, and it was really fun to hear everybody else's opinion about that box. Scroller Box! So if you don't know what this is, it is a box where you get some art supplies in, and you don't know what they are until you open them, and I absolutely love this box. Let me just zoom out because that's a bit too close. There we go. Okay, so we're going to see what's in this box, and then we're going to do the challenge at the end. We're here with Scroller Box today, so we're going to open this and we're going to see what's inside. And today I thought I would do a kind of year review of the Scroller Box and whether it was worth it or not. I started the Sims 4's paintings in real life videos where I replicated, or tried to at least, the Sims 4 paintings from the game, and that was really fun. It brought kind of the two communities together and kind of made me feel like I was not neglecting either one, and it was so fun to do, and I want to continue doing that next year until I've painted all the paintings that I want to paint, basically. Here I am going on to the gouache. Gouache is a different kind of texture from the
watercolours. Watercolours are more transparent than gouache. Gouache can be transparent, but it also can be opaque.
I also started doing painting by numbers, and that was at the hand of Belle. She asked me to do it on Twitter and I decided to do it, and I've did 3 of them.
It was really frustrating at times as well because of the lines, having to keep in the lines. I felt like I needed to keep into the lines as much as possible, and it was really hard because I didn't have enough paint on my brush. It was dry brushing most of the time.
I did 1 pet portrait on this channel this year, and I do want to continue to do pet portraits because they are portraits, but they're a kind of different portrait, and I love to draw fur. I don't have the patience for it, but I do want to try and do that a lot more this year.
I still think I did a good job with the eyes, although there was a lot more fur and different coloured texture around the eyes that I could have portrayed a little bit better. It was really hard because obviously the lighting in the reference picture, as well as all of the different coloured fur, did affect the colours of the dog, so it might not look like that in real life, but it does in the picture, so that's the only thing that I can go off of.
And last but not least, I did 2 collabs this year. These were my first ever 2 collabs. I have never done a collab before for my art channel. I have done for my Sims channel, but it was really fun to get to know more artists and collaborate with them and bash heads together and just talk to people about art outside of YouTube, and it was great, and I really do want to do more of those next year. Well, this year. Yeah, this year.
Anyway, this collab is with Sita, who is Scribblefix on YouTube, and she's a fellow artist here, and she likes to draw fan art and her own illustrations as well, and she's Australian, which is awesome, so I think that you should go and check out her art, because this collab is with Tor, and she's another artist here on YouTube. Her artist YouTube name is Illustrate Tor. It's really hard to say, but it's very clever. And I absolutely love doing this collab with her. The theme that we decided to go with is hibernation, and we decided this because we were going to do it in winter and we thought we would do something a little bit different.
Okay, so I think that's it for 2017. It was a great year. I loved it. I had so much fun. I did have some struggles here and there, and I did get depressed a lot, and I didn't do as much videos as I wanted to, although I did do like 165 art videos last year, so I want to make it more this year and more ambitious videos. But let's get into the goals so that we can talk more about that later. So my very first goal that I have decided that I want to do is open an online store, and this coincides with the next goal, which is make more original drawings. The reason why I didn't open a store last year, well, I did, it was a Redbubble store and it's still there, but the reason I didn't actively open and promote online store last year was because I didn't do enough original paintings or drawings to sell, but I really do want to do that, and I think that that'll drive me to be more creative and to make more drawings that I'm really proud of. The next thing is to study anatomy and full body more. My anatomy sucks. Like, if you go from my portraits to my anatomy kind of body drawings, then you will see a big difference. It's almost like 2 different artists are drawing them, and that's because I haven't practiced it enough, and I want to practice it more this year and kind of learn it, like treat it like a study session, treat it like I'm being taught, treat it like a lesson plan or something like that, because that's the best way that I have found that I learn, is to like sit down and like be like, okay, I'm in a lesson for an hour, I've got to do this for an hour. The next thing I want to do this year is backgrounds and environments. I want to make sure that I can put my own characters into their surroundings and make it look like they are supposed to be there. I don't want just white backgrounds and all that kind of stuff, and I think a lot of artists want that, and it's really hard for them to achieve, but I want to work on it at least a little bit this year. Character design, at least 2 characters. I want to create 2 characters that I'm happy with, that like they're solid and that I want to draw loads and loads. I think I'm going to start with myself though. I want to kind of stylize and cartoonize myself so that I can get a basis on how to do it, and I've always wanted to draw like Shmoo draws. not exactly her style, but just the way that she draws herself in certain situations, and I really want to be able to do that, to tell stories through my art. I want to complete 6 sketchbooks this year. I completed like 4, maybe 5.5 sketchbooks last year, and one of my goals was to complete 6 sketchbooks. Sorry, I'm so low down, by the way. One of my goals was to complete 6 sketchbooks, but I couldn't do it because I just didn't have the time to do it, but I got so close, so I want to do that this year and make sure I actually get it done. I also want to bring out merch this year. The icon that you see on my channels and my Twitter account is by Rodgon, and he said that if I pay him a little bit extra money I can use those as merch, and I think that I might do that because I really like the avatar and I think it just suits me so well. So I might do that, or I might make my own, or both, but I really do want to bring out merch, if not for anybody else but myself. Like, I really want to buy things that have my logo on it or have my stuff on it, and like cases and bags and stuff like that. I just can't wait for that. Like I mentioned before, I want to finish the Strathmore portrait book that I've been working in for like 2 years now. I actually want to finish it. I've only got 25 more to go, so I really want to do that. There's a couple of hashtags and trends and like challenges or whatever that I want to participate in this year. Most of them come round every year. I obviously want to do more if they come up. I want to do Meet the Artist. I don't know if I've did that yet or not. I could have, but I don't think so. I've tried to film it twice. Anyway, I want to do Meet the Artist. I also want to do this hashtag called 50 Things, hashtag 50 Things, and I think Will Terry came up with it, or somebody along the lines of those people over on that side of the spectrum. But basically it's where you draw an environment with 50 items in it, 50 separate items in it, and you try and make it look as cohesive and nice as possible. So I want to do that to challenge myself to be able to cram as much things in it without it looking too cluttered, because like I said, I want to work on environments and backgrounds and stuff like that. So I want to do one for every season. So obviously you know the seasons. Spring, summer, autumn and winter. I had to think about that, but it is like 2 AM. But yeah, I want to do those because I'm just I think it would really help my art, and I want to do them seasoned based, just because I think that will help me be able to come up with ideas on what to put in the actual piece itself. I want to try and participate in mermaid this year. I don't think I have ever drawn a mermaid, and if I have, then it's been when I was really young. But I want to try and draw mermaids this year, not just for like drawing mermaids and being a part of the mermaid clan, but just because I think that it would be a cool thing and a way to be able to put out more art, and also to be like involved in the community more. There's a hashtag that goes around in June, and I don't know if it's very popular, but it's called June bugs, and basically in the month of June you draw a bug every day, and I want to draw a bug every day. I like to draw animals and I like to draw bugs, and I really want to push myself to make them look really realistic. I think I don't want to do like cartoony bugs, like let's draw a ladybug and do like little circle with dots. I don't want to do that. I want to try and use coloured pencils or watercolour to make the bugs look really cool. I want to participate in Sketchbook Summer next year again. I really wanted to do that, so I've already said that and I want to do that. Inktober. I didn't mention Inktober in my 2017 section, just basically because I feel like I failed at that. Like, I did half of the month, which is way more than I've ever managed to do, but I feel like I failed at it, so I didn't really mention it. But I do want to participate in this year, and I don't want to put pressure on myself to do ink drawings that I'm not comfortable with. I might use Inktense pencils for it, and maybe sketch my own drawings and then colour my own drawings in with Inktense pencils, rather than trying to do an illustration with just ink. Just black ink. I think I would feel much more comfortable with that. And if I don't do that, then I might just colour like 31 pages of my colour book. That's a big ask. With Inktense pencils. Another thing that I just found out about this year, and literally as November was starting, is Hue Gambar, and I really want to try that next year. I want to do like monotone cool drawings and participate in that, and I think it'll be awesome to again be a part of the community and just do things that other people are doing as well. And it's kind of exciting to see everybody do the same kind of thing, the same concept, but in their own way. So I really want to try that this year. And then Sketchmas. Last year I did hardly any Christmas related things, if not at all, and it really bugged me and I hated it. And you would see all of these people doing drawings like about Christmas or for Christmas, and I just want to do it myself. So I've decided to challenge myself to do Sketchmas next year, where I'm going to sketch or draw or paint or whatever a thing related to the winter season or Christmas, because I want to get into the spirit. And I also want to do more colour book pages that relate to Christmas as well, because I did like one and I didn't even live stream it. So a couple of things that I want to do for the actual channel is that I want to do at least 6 collabs this year, and I am going to do repeat people, like do collabs with people that I've already did collabs with. But it would be cool to see if I could get to do collabs with anybody new. So if you have 2,000 or less subscribers or more, whatever, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, just pop a comment below or get me on Twitter or Instagram and ask me to do a collab with you. I would love to do a collab with lots of people next year. And I think the last thing that I want to talk about for this year's goals is my ambition. Actually, there's two more things. The first thing is that I want to be a little bit more ambitious with my editing and my recording and my setup. It's kind of difficult because I've been having trouble with my cameras and quality and all that stuff. I'm filming this on my phone, and I know that my phone, I'm doing it with the front facing camera, so it's not the best quality, and I know it's pretty grainy, so I'm sorry about that. And it's also like 2 AM, so it's really dark outside. But I do want to experiment with the way that I present my videos. I want it to look nicer. Like, I want to make sure my backgrounds are actually nice to look at. I want to make sure that I put my face in there a lot more, because I used to put my face in the videos a lot, but then took it out for some reason. Right now, I've got like this big spot here, and my makeup is like all wiped off my face and I look really tired, but I still want to do it because I think it's a lot more personal and nicer to see people's faces. I just think it is personally. I like to see other people's faces. It's not a deal breaker, but like I just prefer it, so I want to do that. And then last thing, and the reason I left it for last is because everybody always says don't think about the numbers, but I get excited when I see a lot of people following me or joining the family, because I like to see the family grow, and I want to be able to at least get a big number for me. My phone just said something, so I better hurry up. But yeah, it's a big number for me, but I really want to try and get that because I really want to see this family grow. So I think that's it for this video. I know that it was super long, so I'm really sorry, but I hope that you enjoyed it anyway, and I hope that you have awesome plans for yourself. And please tell me if there's anything that you want to see, like challenges. I don't know what kind of challenges are popular right now. I want to do a lot more trending stuff, not because I want the views, but because I like to do those things. Like if a movie comes out, like Wonder Woman for example, that I really liked, I did a drawing of Wonder Woman, but I did it like months after the film came out. I want to do it when the film's coming out, so I think that I should join some news feeds or something so that I know what's going on in the world, because I'm a hermit. Anyway guys, thank you so much for your support again. I really do appreciate it, and I can't wait for this year coming. I'm so excited to start on the things that I want to get done this year, and I hope that you are too, and I will see you next time. I'm gonna go to bed. Bye guys.